Hai, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera to everyone, especially to all UNIMAS students. Thank you for having me today. Just want to ask quick question for MC to answer. Can I use both language BM and BI or BI all the way for the students? Do we have international students?
I think you can use BM and BI.
Okay. Kena dapat permission dulu. Thank you, Ms. Aifa. And thank you so much. I bid to Professor Madya Dr. Surina Sabil, Dean of Faculty of Cognitive Sciences and Human Development for UNIMAS. Thank you, Dr. Surina or Dr. Su. And then I would like to also thank Dr. Dayang Kartini, the Deputy Dean. Thank you, Dr. Dayang, for being here also. And
Thank you.
and last but not least, of course, Dr. Irma. Dr. Irma ni teruja saya to get to be in the same seminar with Dr. Surina, Dr. Dayang and Dr. Irma. Sebab Dr. Irma ni sangat famous ya. So I think all the students out there from UNIMAS are very lucky because today we get to be with your friends and Dr. Su, Dr. Dayang and Dr. Irma also. And I hope that I can share as much as I can in this session. Just the introduction already done by the MC just now. So my name is Dr. Salasia. I'm working with United Malayan Land Berhad, or known as UMLand. We are a property development company. We build township, we build residences, houses, buildings, and then we have hotels around Malaysia. We have service apartments, and then now we are venturing into F&B. And we are top 10. We were known as top 10 developer in Malaysia. So I have been in the corporate world for so long. That's why I've been waiting for this kind of opportunity sebenarnya. Dah 1 year plus nak 2 years kan, sitting at home and then a lot of working from home. Pun kadang-kadang duduk kat rumah pun dah tak senonoh lagi kan, dah tak grooming lagi kan. So I'm looking forward for this opportunity for talking to university students and sharing what I know about the corporate world and how do we survive in there. Thank you again. I would like to share my screen. Okay, sorry, before that I would like to thank ZNW Music School, terlupa pula. ZNW Music School, especially to the CEO, and I know because I have been invited as the host for several programs for ZNW also, tapi kebanyakannya melibatkan music. I love music. I love my job, being in a corporate world, kan, strategic management. I used to be in HR. And I love being a mom, jadi naga apa semua kat rumah kan, jadi dinosaur pun I love juga. But I love being host for music events by ZNW Music School by the CEO Sir Zai, because I rasa Dr. Irma pun I baru je tengok dia punya release of singing, suaranya aduh kan. So maybe after this I pun nak suggest to ZNW Music School to jemput Dr. Irma untuk bab singing pula, music pula. Sebab ZNW tu memang all about education. So I thank CEO of ZNW. Alright, without further ado, I would like to share my screen. Dah macam cikgu dah pula. Kalau macam dekat office tu memang I deal a lot of presentations and corporate slides apa semua. So nak tunjuk slides jugalah. Gitu. Okay, hold on Dulu tak berapa pandai yang online ni. You all millennials and university graduates or university students, lagi pandai bab ni sebenarnya. So, you know, all the clicking and all the sharing. So, I'm taking my time to catch up with you guys. I would like to share my experience about the working world. Tapi at that time, we also have surveys yang get to know what actually you guys, UNIMAS students, and also other students out there want to know more and most about us. Macam last week, I'm following the tour kan. Macam last week, I was hearing the tour by ZNW Graduate Professional Development Industrial Advice Tour 2021 at UUM, and one of the speakers macam Dr. Irma tu ialah Dr. Azmir. So ramai juga yang tahu kan Dr. Azmir is a composer, a very famous composer yang compose lagu untuk Siti Nurhaliza, you know, and all the famous singers semua kan. So dia share a lot about music industry and the creative industry. And today, Dr. Irma, I was told that Dr. Irma will share about you know, entrepreneurship and her legendary you know, journey for the entrepreneurship and the success that she has. So I pun teruja sebab a different perspective every time from different speakers. But for myself, I would like to share some of the tips that actually comes from the question from the students themselves. Sebab topik untuk corporate world ni nama orang panggil corporate jungle. Sangat luas kan, it's very big. So maybe I can from time to time, I can, you know, deal or with specific questions, and then I will go along the answers for the question that you have, and then giving tips from my experience. So, okay, every time I share these slides, you know, I have few sharing sessions, not just with universities, but also with corporate world kan. I akan tunjuk slides ni, and then ada few before ada slides yang sebegini juga, yang talking about graduates and then talking about the struggle of graduates. Kenapa diorang ada yang tak boleh nak dapat kerja, ada yang smooth, ada yang tak boleh nak dapat kerja juga, even though they have very good university skills, which is study skills. So from this slides boleh nampak kan all the numbers. Saya sukalah nak share kan, tapi ada orang juga tak berapa minat nak tengok slides macam ni, sebab dia orang cakap, alah Dr. Salasia pagi-pagi lagi dah tunjuk slides ni, macam ada gentar sedikit kan. Tapi this is the fact. We estimated around 200,000 plus graduates, you know, enter the labor market every year, around 300,000, but 20% still struggling to get a job. So we are wondering why kan? That's why you guys are here lah. Kalau you guys are, you know, dah perfect, dah tak perlu buat apa-apa preparation lagi, you guys won't be here kan? That's why you are here, you know, being advised by Dr. Su, by Dr. Dayang, to hear about the tips from the industrial players. Because of this issue lah, tak boleh nak dapat kerja. Lepas tu Dr. Salasia tunjuk pula lagi. Okay, yang ini I found that I read a lot in the news. So yang ini around February this year, which is early this year, dia ada cakap pasal ni, you know, graduates struggling to get jobs. And then yesterday, today is 18, yesterday keluar lagi satu artikel mengatakan university graduates sekarang ni competing with SPM diploma holders pula for jobs. Dia dah semakin semakin parah lah, tapi janganlah takut. Sebenarnya just nak highlight sebenarnya this is real. So you guys out there must prepare, listen to your lecturer, listen to your heart, listen to your parents, listen to your good friends, listen to us, because the corporate jungle out there, kalau dah masuk nanti lagilah mencabar. Happy, best, tapi mencabar. But sebelum masuk lagi, you have to be in the pool of competition with among graduates. Dan sekarang ni latest news ialah competing with SPM and diploma holders pula tu. That means you must be prepared. so that dalam pertembungan tu, dalam competition to get jobs tu, you will stand out. Okay. So I'm very happy to be here to share with you. You guys can ask as many questions as you want into the chat box, and then the MC will read your questions at the end of the session, so that we can try to answer them. And then I also would like to share with all of you yang tak sempat nak tengok my previous series tu. This is very important statistic, 44% of students don't know what they want to do after graduation. Itulah I selalu cakap, maybe terlampau happy kot. Duduk kat universities, and then lecturers best, and then activities especially best. And because from my experience, I studied in Australia for my bachelor's degree, memang best. Enjoy kan, tak semestinya sebenarnya kat Australia pun ataupun dekat Malaysia. University time memang time yang tak boleh dilupakan, with friends, and ada yang patuh kan, memang best. But at the end of the day, you must know what to do after you graduate. Yang bila dah keluar statistik macam ni kan, susah nak cari kerja, kena compete dengan SPM diploma holders juga, and then 44% tak tahu what to do after graduation. Yang ni semua alarming. Then I feel that we must guide all of you, because we were guided by our lecturers and our mentors before. So this is a time you must be guided by us also, so that together, millennial dengan older generation, ialah dah tua lah sebenarnya kan, how we can go about understanding this current trend right now. Because ini ialah tak sama dengan dulu. Kita sekarang nak understand what employers today, for example UMland, other companies out there, and even Dr. Irma is an employer herself, yang dah ada chain sendiri. What do we want from you post-COVID? Sebab around 2 years after the first case dulu kan, kita pun tak tahu yang this kind of pandemic sampai parah macam ni kan. And then they said that not just these 2 years, it can prolong until 5 to 7 years. Tu dah lama pula. So how do we develop skills and qualities as graduate sebenarnya to fulfill what employers want from us after COVID? Nanti kalau dah boleh berjumpa dan dah boleh kerja kan, sekarang ni working from home. So apakah qualities and skills that you have to develop kan untuk employer sebenarnya? Tu yang semua soalan-soalan yang menjadi soalan cepu emas tu. That's why ZNW Music School, the CEO Sir Zaidah explained to us yang we have a full set of guna perkataan we lah pula kan, graduate professional development series yang di mana we will teach in detail about career advancement. Career advancement ni I will share with you about PALM lah, sebab bila cakap career advancement ni luas kan, topik dia macam seni kan, macam music luas. So career advancement ni pun luas juga. So I will share with you about the only 4 tips that you can gather or you can master, so that everything will be at the palm of your hand. But at the same time, in the graduate professional development series ni pun kita nak ajar tentang the benefits and the importance of technical skills. You need graduates from where? Dentistry kan, macam Dr. Irma dulu, or you are Unimas punya engineering students or architecture students or management, accountancy. What are the technical skills that you need to have for you to enter post-COVID punya environment in the working world competition? And then of course essential skills. Essential skills ni ada orang panggil soft skills kan. Dua-dua penting technical pun penting, essential pun penting juga. So that's why this series will cover that. And then last but not least, very very important yang sangat selalu orang tanya, bukannya career advancement, technical skills dengan essential skills ni tak as important as interview success and resume success. But nak jump into the working world, the corporate world out there, mesti nak kena prepare resume dulu, interview success dulu. Macam mana tips dia, macam mana caranya. Because sebelum you talk about career advancement, technical skills that you want to apply, yang you dah belajar dekat Unimas, macam mana you nak apply to the working world, and essential skills yang you dah dapat daripada university all the time kan. So macam mana this all of these skills, macam mana you nak start tu dengan interview success dengan resume dulu. Yang dua ni sangat penting. So keluarlah gambar ni kan. Gambar ni pun lagilah dia orang macam tak berapa minat nak tengok lah. Dr. Salazar, can we macam skip kan, kalau boleh tak nak tengok gambar yang pening-pening macam ni kan. Kalau boleh nak tahu apakah yang can make our worry less. That's why I have a trademark namanya Palm, sebab diorang macam rasa susah. Sebenarnya macam banyak sangat nak kena hadam macam tu kan. So kat luar sana macam mana nak kena ada career ladder, nak kena ada networking, nak kena ada so many things. So sebenarnya apa yang the summary of it. So I always tell graduates, janganlah risau. We all dekat sini pun tak tua terus. Kita orang pun menjalani the journey like you have right now. We did that too, so don't worry. If you have these 4 things yang I akan bagi tips after this, everything will be in the palm of your hand. Maknanya di tapak tangan sebenarnya. Everything you know, korang lagi pandai sebenarnya. Your generations are great generations, so are very independent and vocal and then outspoken. And macam kita orang dulu, like myself for example, my experience dulu malu-malu kan, nak cakap pun malu-malu, nak cakap English pun takut salah, padahal our mother tongue is Malay, Chinese or Indian, something like that. So if you have English as second language, kalau salah pun tak apa. Orang kata apa? Entam aja kan. Tapi your generation is full of confidence. So itu yang nak bagi tahu sebenarnya. Jangan risaulah semua walaupun dah tunjuk tadi kan statistik lah apa. Jangan risau. Everything, if you prepare these 4 things, everything will be in the palm of your hand. So orang semua tanya, nak share 4 things ni apa sebenarnya? Okay. Everything is about PALM. Semua orang kata P tu preparation. I thought P tu ambition kan. P tu macam apa yang you nak sebenarnya, your ambition, your passion sebenarnya kan P tu. Tapi for me, dah been working in human development for so long, and then I've been working in corporate for so long. P tu number 1 is always preparation. Itu yang the most important sharing that I want to do today with you. Kalau you all tak prepare, memang menggeletarlah tangan tu. Palm tu pun akan menggeletar kan. Tak boleh nak hold gitu. Tapi kalau you all prepare, dan prepare pun kena chill-chill lah. Janganlah nak prepare tu pun jadi takut kan. Prepare, especially prepare with yourself, prepare with your friends. Bila dah ada preparation ni mesti okay punya. And then of course lah, ambition. Ambition tu ramai orang kata memanglah semua orang ada cita-cita tinggi kan. Tapi for me, what I want to share after this ialah when you have ambition tu, maknanya the journey, the effort tu kena buat step by step. Jangan takut, jangan macam nak masuk corporate world je terus ada ambition nak jadi CEO macam Sezai macam Dr. Irma. Tak boleh lah, kita masuk je ambition kita sebenarnya nak kena apa? Provide the best skills, contribute the best to the company. Yang itu kita punya short term ambition mesti ada. Tapi long term ambition pun janganlah tak ada pula kan. Nanti asyik nak contribute at the end of the day nak jadi apa sebenarnya. Okay, long term ambition pun ada. Tapi like I said just now, we go step by step. Okay, and then I would like to share after this about love kan. Love ni I memang suka lah, macam love songs kan. Because if you don't love what you do, I suggest you change it. You change it to the skill that you have, and then do the things that you love. And then I think I have heard many of my mentors punya journey kan, they said that they change their subjects or expertise few times until they found what they love. But tak adalah nak change terus jauh sangat kan. If you want to change something yang drastic pun boleh. Kalau you are expert dan you rasa you boleh buat dan you are prepared to do that pun boleh sebenarnya. For myself, for example, I have been changing scope of work for many times. Daripada kerja dekat Department of Prime Ministers and then masuk Isuzu and then you know you work with the factory tapi semuanya in the same line of management. That's what I love. Yang love yang tadi yang I cakap tadi kan duduk rumah jadi mak lampir, marah anak, PDPR semua tu love juga. That is different kind of love. Whatever you do mesti love. And then at the end of the day, last but not least juga, you mesti ada mentor, okay? Mentor tu like I always advise tak semestinya orang tua, tak semestinya orang tua saja yang boleh jadi mentor kita. Kawan-kawan kita pun kalau dia ada lebih experience daripada kita pun boleh jadi mentor kita. Kalau you tak ada mentor, you will be alone. Nobody likes to walk alone. Dan kalau when you are alone tu macam susah sikit. Kalau macam ada lagu-lagu dulu kan, berdua lebih baik. Contoh kalau ramai lagi best kan, kalau ada geng lagi best. Tapi kalau ada someone to hold your hand, to share good things and to criticize you for improvement, itu adalah yang terbaik. So kalau you have these 4 things, jangan risau ya adik-adik, ke nak panggil anak-anak? Adik-adik lah, perasa muda sikit. Okay, jangan risau ya adik-adik di luar sana. Kalau you ada 4 benda ni, the 4 things, everything will be in the palm of your hand. Tapi yang ini kalau nak cerita memang in depth. What is P? What is A? What is L? What is M kan? Lagi dia punya detail tu akan membuat you open your eyes. Macam wow, macam ni sebenarnya nak buat. Okay. But then I don't think I have the time or which is enough time to share like that in detail like that. Yang itu kena tanya Sezai lah. Okay, macam mana nak enroll kan into the graduate professional development series tu and then to know more about the PALM. But what I want to share now is tak nak letak gambar yang sedih lagi. I dah Google, I cari gambar yang gembira macam ni so that all of you pagi-pagi ni dah dengar struggling apa semua tu, at least dapatlah tengok gambar yang best sikit kan, naik sikit semangat. So I just want to go deep into interview, okay? Interview, because like I said just now during our discussions and then kita ada survey, so many of you ask about 2 things, resume preparation dengan interview preparation. So kalau nak buat 2 topik sekali for today, macam tak sempat, so I will dive into interview saja. Macam mana you nak tips from the employers like myself about the good things or the bad things, the do's and don'ts about interviews. Dan lepas ni if you have any more questions after this, you can write down in the chat box for the MC to read out. So from my experience, ramai yang you guys out there sebenarnya your generation memang very high in confidence. But then ada juga bila nak interview tu dia akan ada anxiety, berpeluh-peluh sikit kan nak pergi ke dalam interview room tu, and even dekat rumah lagi pun berpeluh-peluh juga kan, dan tertanya-tanya apa agaknya questions then yang akan being asked by the employers during the interview. So just to share that interview ni sebenarnya is a good thing for you. Bukan is a bad thing nak cari salah, because I have been in the board of interviewers because I was in human development, so I will be always accompanied by the department managers. So those are the people who want to get to know you. And as human development punya head at that time, we want to get to know you so that we can match you with the correct job description, and then whether you are suitable for the position that you are applying. Dia bukan macam nak penalize you terus, okay, boleh dapat kerja ataupun boleh tak dapat. Macam tu. No, it's actually we want to get to know you and match you with the things that we need from you and then with the things that you need from us. So my advice here ialah kena change mindset. Kalau ada orang rasa macam interview tu, alah nak pergi interview tu, orang kata apa macam bercinta kan, bercinta nak pergi interview. If you change your mindset, then it will show in the interview yang sebenarnya you are prepared. Dan bila you are prepared and then anxiety tu akan berkurang dan sebenarnya jadi macam conversation saja. Bila conversation tu senang sebenarnya nak bagi tahu what we expect from the company and then what the company expect from you. So my tips tadi lah, kena chill je lah during interview kan, and then like I said just now is actually the interview, korang semua banyak tanya kan, okay kena buat ni ke, kena buat tu ke kan, banyak benda yang kena buat ke during interview? Jawapan dia yes, but then it's actually an opportunity for you to shine. Alah, you all pun memang terror kan dari segi TikTok kan, selfie kan, I cuba jugalah nak buat cute selfies, but then tak boleh challenge lah you all kan, especially macam TikTok. Even my son yang 8 years old pun dah terror nak buat TikTok kan. So that means you guys love to shine, to show your abilities, your talents, interests. So this is the time. Purpose of the interview sebenarnya bukan nak bagi takut ataupun macam I cakap tadi lah, bukan nak bagi sentence. Dapat, tak dapat. Dapat, tak dapat. Sometimes people in the corporate world like me, we get to know the interviewees, especially young people. Kadang-kadang kalau yang tak dapat tu pun, we will keep for future reference satu hal. And then kita akan not just keep for future view, jadi kawan sebenarnya. Because sometimes we get to know you and then we get to know that you know, the networking that you have, and then actually it's good for us to get to know each other. For example, in UMland, tak adalah direct masa interview tu juga interviewers tu nak beli rumah dekat UMland. Tapi there are cases that interviewers tu tak dapat pun kerja kat situ, but we get to know each other kan, they are young and then they get to contact me back kan, jadikan I bukanlah mentor at that time, macam apa tu, reference kan, nak tunjuk reference, and then in order to be a referee we must to get to know each other. And then after that, few times after that dah jadi kawan apa semua kan, dia dah start kerja kat tempat lain, tak dapatlah dekat company we all, but after that dia dapat kerja dekat tempat lain, and then nak beli rumah pula tu. So nak beli rumah, they come to UMland because UMland build the best quality houses, residences. Kalau nak apartment semua ada kan, macam iklan dah pula. So at that time dia dah establish, dia dah get the first job dan get to marry her university sweetheart. Dua-dua dah kerja dan time nak beli rumah, and then dapat juga beli rumah dekat UMland with special price. So that is the bottom line. The bottom line is interview is to get to know you, and then opportunity tu bukan untuk sentencing. Maknanya kalau dapat kerja tu dapat lah, tak dapat semua benci terus. Bukan. Sebenarnya ialah untuk build relationship. Kadang-kadang dalam perbualan dalam interview tu juga you get to know more things about the discussion kan. So actually bila graduates out there ask me the question about interview, nak bagi tips semua, my first and foremost tips ialah be yourself, and then take the opportunity to be yourself, to shine masa berborak tu kan. Tapi tak apa, kadang-kadang memanglah sometimes kita anxiety kan, nervous, tapi tak apa, bila dah change mindset dan kita prepare, okay, require skills and preparation tu, kita dah prepare, dah tak ada, bila dah prepare tu dah tak ada apa nak takut dah. Just be there and meet us employers. We want to get to know you. Apa yang you boleh buat, apa yang you tak boleh buat. Kalau macam yang tak boleh buat tu, we must get to know tau. Sebab nanti kalau macam contohnya ada rezeki dapat kerja contohnya dekat the company that you are entering the interview for your career kan. And then we get to know that masa interview tu you cakap boleh buat ni, boleh buat ni, boleh buat tu. So it's tak boleh nak discuss banyak sangat sebab semua boleh buat kan. Baguslah kan. Apa lagi employ. But when the day comes, ada benda yang you tak boleh buat. Kita semua bukannya Einstein Even Einstein pun dia very focus on physics. Dan I tak tahulah Einstein tu dia pandai buat embroidery ke kan. Einstein tu dia pandai menyanyi ke, I'm not sure about that. But what I'm sure dia memang terror in physics. So same with you. You akan terror dekat your skills yang you dah belajar dekat university, you dah ambil latihan industri dekat internship. So ada benda-benda yang you pandai, ada benda-benda yang you tak boleh buat sebenarnya or you tak pandai buat. So this is the time. During the interview tu you kena bagi tahu apa benda yang you tak berapa pandai, apa benda yang you memang expert. So yang bila you expert tu you cerita lebih banyak lah kan. Dan sebenarnya dekat dalam ZNW Graduate Development Series ni dia ada even more deep discussion about how to answer interview questions. Dalam 1 jam ni I tak boleh nak share terlampau banyak. So yang tu kena PM tepi. You all kan suka PM tepi kan? Okay, yang itu. But then in general, to discuss about you. So interview ni memang is the time for you. Okay. So type of interviews ni memang banyak lah. Okay, yang ni kalau nak explain pun memang in general ni memang about facts findings lah. Memang we want to know the details about you and then types of interview juga macam people in the interview board ataupun hiring manager ataupun the department manager or HR manager will ask you about you. With whether it's a directed interview ataupun dia nak suruh you bercerita kan, unstructured, ataupun dia nak bagi you dia nak tengok you boleh being in a stressful question discussion environment or not pun ada juga. So you kena bersedia lah. That's why you kena prepare dan buat mock interview dengan kawan-kawan. Masa tu boleh gelak-gelak lah kan, chill saja, ataupun buat with your parents or siblings kan, ataupun if you are into the development series with ZNW, kita ada mock juga, mock interview, then you can practice. Ada banyak-banyak types tapi bottom line they want to get to know you. And then itulah about preparing for the interview ni pun very important sebab ramai juga yang tanya sebenarnya nak prepare apa sebenarnya kan, banyak sangat nak prepare nak masuk into the real world, apa tips dia kan. So untuk preparing for the interview yang soalan-soalan practical yang you all dah tanya kan, number one tu yang dekat atas sekali tu yang you guys can see right now, memang kena research the organisation. Memang other things kita kena prepare lah macam ourselves, what to wear, and then apa question-question yang mungkin diorang nak tanya semua kan, and then apa jawapan yang you all prepare about your technical skill or your soft skills. Tapi the most important thing ialah you research the organisation. Sebab bila you tahu pasal company you, contohnya UMLAND buat apa? Property development company. Dia buat apa? Dia buat construction. And then dia ialah client to build a macam township. So bila you tahu company tu buat apa, you boleh relate with what you learn at university. Contohnya what you learn at UNIMAS. Kalau you tak tahu company tu, you macam pukul rata, macam masuk je lah, I have this skill, so kat mana-mana dia nak letak kita pun boleh. Then kita nampak macam tak prepared dan tak to get to know the company. Macam you pato kan, macam you courting, you dah kenal kan, dah kenal your girlfriend or boyfriend tu. Lepas tu you nak jumpa pula parents dia, ada interview session by the parents kan. Masa tu you prepare lah sama juga. Maknanya you get to know the family, Yalah dia orang punya keturunan tu macam mana kan. Kadang-kadang kita tak tahu. Ada keturunan tu susu galonya maybe keturunan raja-raja, maybe lah kan. So my point is you must research about the organisation to get to know where you want to work at. Tak kira lah company tu besar ke, atau company tu kecil ke, atau company tu ialah entrepreneurs company ke, or tech company ke, tak kisah. But at least you tahu pasal company tu bila you talk about the company a little bit, at least dia punya chairman ke, at least dia punya products ke kan. Interviewers akan rasa ini boleh ambil kerja ni, dia macam tahu pasal kita, rasa berbunga sikit, because interviewers ni, corporate people ni walaupun dia dah banyak years of working experience, sebenarnya dia manusia juga, saya pun manusia kan, kita semua manusia. So bila orang show more love kan, show more interest about your company, kita rasa happy. Then bila dah awal-awal lagi you dah show, then you tell that you know about the company. So other things that you are preparing, even to figure out what to wear, tu pun dah jadi easy. Bukannya dia orang tutup mata sebelah lah, tak kira you nak pakai baju apa. No, that's not what I mean. Tapi the main tu researching the organisation kan, what they do semua tu, bila yang itu dah okay, yang lain semua interviewers akan rasa cool lah. Okay, so ini general tips lah. General tips sebenarnya you pun boleh dapat on the internet, tapi tak sama dengan sharing session dengan yang ada macam kita sekarang lah, macam tengah-tengah tu yang warna purple tu. I boleh sebenarnya explain my experience with other parts of the the diagram right now. Tapi I suka nak cakap pasal arrive 10 minutes early tu, because from my experience ada yang lambat, okay? Ada yang lambat tu macam orang kata apa? I don't know whether you guys still use this term, potong steam. Potong steam lah kalau datang lambat. You must arrive at least 10 minutes earlier. At least lah. Sebenarnya kalau 15 minutes, it's good. Kalau half an hour is better for you. Half an hour is not better for the company. Half an hour is good for you. Sebab you boleh relax. Kadang-kadang you rasa nak pergi bathroom. You boleh pergi sebab half an hour tu very good time. Kalau 1 jam tu, it's not good for you dan not very good for the company jugalah, sebab nanti kita nak rearrange, sitting position. Nak dudukkan you dekat sofa ke, or lounge, or sitting area, waiting area macam tu. 1 hour tu is not advisable sebenarnya, tapi half an hour is good for you. 15 minutes ngam-ngam, but at least 10 minutes earlier lah, sebab ada yang tanya kan, kalau macam awal sangat tu nanti akan menyebabkan lebih nervous. So betul, kalau terlalu awal tu akan menyebabkan lebih nervous tu, ada point juga. Tapi sebenarnya kalau at least 10 to 15 minutes earlier tu akan membuatkan you relax. Dan my experience sebenarnya, not just being as a recruiter or employer, or someone who wants to hire graduates like you all. Experience sebenarnya my experience also as being an interviewee. I pun dulu attended hundreds, taklah sebenarnya, boleh cakap banyak sebenarnya interview, dengan nervousnya, dengan dulu free hair kan, dengan rambutnya macam mana tahu kan, and then ada bad hair day lagi, and then bila pakai tudung tu sekarang ni tak senang, ni masuk-masuk sikit senang jalan lah kan. But then I have been through so many interviews yang I terlambat. I sendiri terlambat. So my advice to you, janganlah terlambat. Bila lambat memang gelabah lah. Yang lain-lain tu dah tak boleh dah, tak boleh nak fokus dah. Just because you have to be on time. And then bila you dah on time, it will reflect your on time and then timeliness dekat the company that you will work in also lah kan. Orang nampak you early. So orang pun tahu your attitude sebenarnya macam mana. Janganlah tipu, sebenarnya you are very late comers, tapi masa interview tiba-tiba datang awal. Sebenarnya after dapat kerja nanti you come back to your old self. Tak nak lah bila dah showing yourself as an early bird kan, prepared person, continue je lah sampai dah kerja nanti. Sama juga macam you all dekat Unimas kan, ada all the lecture semua, walaupun lecture from home kan, online class, mesti kena awal. Itu general tips lah. Yang ni pun sama, yang ni kalau baca pun pening juga kan, but always prepare. Yang ni pun kalau kita nak go through one by one pun banyak juga. So ada juga orang tanya whether my company have been doing interview online kan. Kita ada, tapi usually for overseas punya candidates like Singapore, macam itulah. But then in this day and age, kita mesti prepare juga. Not necessarily for the company within your company, your country. Sometimes kalau lah nanti you dapat interview call from overseas, so you must be aware that sekarang kita tak boleh nak travel. Kalau jauh sangat macam mana nak travel kan, even sekarang ni nak rentas negeri pun tak boleh, kecuali Langkawi. Ramai betul orang kat Langkawi sekarang kan, I tengok je. So top 5 online interview tips pun nak kena be aware jugalah, because I have done a few interviews, tapi yang ini tolong kawan maknanya. Dia ada dia very small company, so dia nak I tolonglah over the weekend whether I can do online interview. So from my experience tu, macam item number 1, look directly into the camera tu pun kadang-kadang ada yang tak berapa nak buat eye contact. Eye contact ni for example sama juga dengan you face to face. Bila you face to face interview, you kena buat eye contact. Janganlah pandang-pandang tempat lain macam tak suka je pandang interviewer tu pun tak nak juga kan. Sama sebenarnya online. You must look directly into the camera, maknanya itulah mata interviewers tu kan. Then don't be afraid to ask questions, and then sound system pun mesti, bila melibatkan IT ni, Wi-Fi kena okey kan. Jangan kalau macam interview tu tengah bercakap, jangan unmute, kita mute ourselves. So maksudnya you kena selalu alert, mute unmute. Kalau macam terlampau panjang discussionnya, you mute lah kan, so that people cannot see the buzzing sound from you. Tapi kalau dia it's a conversation kan, two-way conversation, unmute pun boleh, so macam bercakap lah kan. And then be aware of your facial expression. Kadang-kadang terlupa nak tutup kamera. I selalu terkena. Masa tu lah nak betul tudung kan, masa tu lah nak pergi dapur. Sebab kadang-kadang ni online ni kita tak tahu tau kat bawah ni interviewers ataupun interviewee tu pakai apa. Dekat atas ni bukan make up, kat bawah mungkin seluar tidur. So you must be aware of your posture kan, and then of your movement kan. Then nanti tak adalah you terlupa nak off camera for few minutes, nak ambil air lah contohnya, bangun, and then tiba-tiba sebenarnya pakai seluar pendek. Then terkejut nanti company, lagi-lagi corporate company kan, macam tu kan. Tapi kadang-kadang accident happens, kita pun understand, and then we just have a laugh about it pun boleh. But then bottom line mesti prepare lah kan, prepare of the the general interview tips for online interview. So sebab ramai juga yang from our discussion and survey tanya pasal online tipsnya, dulu tak ada. I have been working for 25 years. So kalau dah cakap 25 years tu dah tahulah umur I berapa kan sebenarnya. Sebenarnya boleh panggil makcik, tapi I still nak panggil you all adik. Panggil I kakak gitu kan. So ramai yang dah start tanya pasal tips for online interviews. Dulu tak ada. Dulu always face to face. Nak pakai baju apa, tak ada keluar pun persoalan pakai seluar pendek ataupun pakai seluar tidur. Tak pernah pun. Tapi sekarang the world is changing. So you must change and follow the trend. So sekarang kita a lot of work from home, a lot of activities are done through online. So mesti be aware of the tips lah. And the master tips of all from me after working in so many companies, I just want you also to remember that nervousness is normal lah, macam tu. Walaupun kadang-kadang kita prepare tapi masih nervous lagi, itu biasa. Semua orang tanya, ada not semua orang, ada juga yang tanya kenapa I have prepared, macam tu. Ada juga yang dah enroll to ZNW punya graduate development series, tapi kenapa masih nervous? Kalau you nervous, maknanya you are normal. Kalau you tak nervous langsung, bukanlah you tak normal, but robots lah kan, robots yang tak nervous. Itu pun kadang-kadang kita kena tighten the screw kan, kan buat coding tentu for the robots. Tapi if you're a human being, nervousness is normal, okay? And then you just relax saja, and then like I said before, interviewers pun human juga. Dia pun ada anak-anak. Kalau dia lagi tua kan, maknanya dia berumur kan. Especially kalau usually kalau entry positions like you all, kita akan ada hiring manager sajalah. Tak adalah sampai CEO, tapi manalah tahu tiba-tiba CEO nak attend the meeting for interview, you know, to just evaluate how the activities are done pun boleh juga. So kalau diorang dah berumur contohnya, diorang pun ada anak-anak sebaya dengan you all. So they know about you know, your generations, and then they know about nervousness. Diorang pun pernah jalani interview juga dulu macam you all kan. And then like I said in the slide, remind yourself that this is just part of the process to see if you are a good fit for the position. Ni bukan jangan cakap tadi lah sentencing saja, dapat tak dapat, bukan. Sebenarnya nak tengok whether you fit. And then manalah tahu this position you tak fit for the position. But after that ada pula you know, interview sessions yang lain for other positions. And then bila you make an impact kan, cara you jawab pasal technical skills you, what you want to do, what you have done, semua tu kan, then interviewers can remember you, they can call you for other interviews, for other position. Tak payahlah nak apply lagi. So just remember this. Jangan risau sangat, and then nervousness tu biasa, because I want to share employers like ourselves in UMland, and then you know, many other companies out there. What we are looking for is professionalism. Kita nak someone yang kalau macam layman's term kan, senang nak cakap, boleh buat kerja lah. Kita tak nak someone yang bila datang interview tu sebenarnya dia bercakap pasal non-work related. Unless you are asked about your hobby kan, about your social activity, so that nak tengok whether you are a team player or not, that is a different point altogether. But ini cakap pasal professionalism. We want someone who are being there to answer work-related question. You are very professional. Orang tanya ni, you jawab about work lah. Orang tanya ni, you jawab ni. Orang tanya, jangan yang orang tanya A, you jawab B. Orang tanya C, you jawab D. So tak professional lah kan. Maknanya kena stick to the job punya entailment. Okay. And then number 2, macam I cakap tadi yang dekat tengah-tengah tu kan, at least be 10 minutes early tu. Memang employers memang looking for punctuality. Tak semestinya interview, masa buat kerja pun punctuality. Punctuality ni tak semestinya punctual to be in the interview punctual in your job. Dan tak semestinya juga, there are 2 layers of tak semestinya. Tak semestinya punctual clock in, clock out saja punctual in giving your work results. Kan your boss nanti akan minta you, macam your lecturer juga akan minta you buat assignments or something. So dekat employees pun sama. Kalau we all minta you all buat kerja tu, mesti punctual in giving the work results tu. Itu yang kita nak sebenarnya. Kita tak nak lah orang yang, kita tak nak pun orang yang superstar, yang you know, nampak macam hebat, bercakap pun macam tu, tapi sebenarnya tak professional, maknanya tak menjawab soalan interview, or tak punctual. Tak punctual tu macam I cakap tadi lah, the term tu, we all guna term tu dulu-dulu, potong steam. memang kira potong lah. Kalau tak punctual tu kecewa. Macam tu. So it's very basic. And then I just have four items under what employers are looking for. What I am looking for from my experience. Number one, memang nak professionalism. Empat saja. Satu, professionalism. You kena boleh buat kerja, but at your level lah. Entry level. Mesti punctual, mesti boleh communicate. Communicate tu maksudnya you kena tahu macam mana nak cakap apa yang you boleh buat. Tapi sebab ada juga orang yang okay, sorry madam. Okay. Madam MC dah remind juga that I have few minutes. Okay. Sekejap I tengok. Alright. So these are the 4 things that employers want. You have to know these tips. Iaitu we want professional yang boleh buat kerja. We want someone yang punctual in terms of interview and then coming to work and the production of work results. Dan lagi satu, you kena bagi tahu apa yang you all buat. For example, tapi tak semestinya communication tu in terms of verbal saja. Communication in terms of emails pun boleh, and then in terms of reports. So you have to communicate what you are doing to the employers lah. Maksudnya whatever you do, sebab ada juga orang yang cakap ni kita tahu buat aja tapi kita nak explain tu tak pandai. Tak boleh. Sekarang ni the world is all about communication. We are interrelated, we are communicated through limitless, jaringan yang limitless web. So mesti tahu communicate tentang what you do and the results of what you do and about what you are doing in your job. Sama juga dengan interview nanti, employers are looking for someone, for example from Unimas, graduates from Unimas kena bagi tahu apa yang you all dah buat dekat universities, apa yang you all belajar, apa yang you all dah buat during staying at home, ada buat TikTok ke kan, ada play instruments ke, or ada buat charity work ke, anything you must be able to communicate so that they know who you are, what you do, what you have done. Kadang-kadang kita rasa halah kita buat sikit je lah, and then pergi latihan industri kan, you go for your internship, boleh buat apa sangat pun kan? No. Yang benda yang kecil tu sebenarnya will evolve into big things one day, and then benda yang kecil tu jugalah yang mencerminkan diri you. So you must be able to communicate. Communication skills dia fall under essential skill. Nama pun essential, not just soft, essential. Very important for you to communicate. Dan janganlah risau Dr. Salasia cakap chatty. Pandai je cakap sebab dia dah 25 years working experience. Janganlah cakap macam tu. Jangan risau sebab dulu-dulu I pun tak macam ni. Nak cakap banyak pun tak tahu sebenarnya. So when I was at your age, my communication and conversation limit to what I know. So you cakap pasal what you know lah. Tak payahlah cakap pasal benda yang you tak tahu. Itu take years of experience kan. Apa benda yang you tahu sebenarnya. Then employers will know, oh ini yang you tahu, how you can perform in your job. So the last thing that employers want is actually responsiveness. Sama juga macam hiring, sama juga dekat macam dalam you working world nanti. Responsiveness dalam interview, for example, as you can read there, if this position, the one that you attend interview to, that you are really interested in, you should be as responsive or as possible. Maknanya you try to, bila employers to try to contact you, janganlah tak angkat phone. Sama juga macam you kerja nanti kan, sama sebenarnya interview and the real working world tu. Masa you kerja nanti, janganlah your boss call, janganlah tak angkat phone. Your boss WhatsApp pasal kerja, janganlah tak balas. Tapi itu during working hours lah. Kalau malam tu, I would suggest that you discuss with your boss about your social time or your personal time. Because malam and weekend is your time. So other than that, responsiveness tu mesti ada during the whole time of your working world and during the whole time lepas you, interview tu. Dah lah dekat dalam interview session tu you dah being responsive kan, orang tanya you jawab dengan professional, be who you are. Tapi lepas tu bila orang tu call or email, selalulah check email. Masa tu lah rasa, jangan miss email masa tu lah akan rasa berdebar-debar kan. Janganlah tinggalkan terus whatever you have done so far. So these are the things that employers want. Ini yang I boleh share dengan you today. Tak banyak sebenarnya. Apa macam mana orang cakap? Kita tak minta banyak sebenarnya from employer side that we want from graduate side. Kita just nak minta 4 benda je. Being a professional, boleh buat kerja, boleh jawab soalan-soalan kerja, be on time, you communicate what you know. Kalau you senyap je macam mana lah kan, kita nak jawab two-way communication susah nanti kan. Dan kita anggap macam employers ni lagi tahu banyak dari kita. So why are you asking me all these questions kan? You should know more. Yang itu pun tak boleh jugalah kan. You must expect that the employers don't know what you do. They know what they do. They must know what you do. Then it's two-way communication tu. And then item number 4 mesti kena responsiveness kan, pun tak boleh jadi keras sangat pun tak boleh, mesti selalu proaktif. So okay, I think that is the sharing in terms of interview sebab ramai sangat cakap pasal interviews. Okay. Dan nak tahu, I think you guys, your generation, I love your generation because you guys are very direct. Kalau tak suka terus tanya, kalau suka terus express, which is very good. Because from the survey that we have done, itulah yang soalan-soalan yang you all memang nak tanya. Tanya direct. Macam mana nak attend interviews? Dan korang macam less question about the career development in total. You guys banyak tanya pasal 2 ni lah. Interview, macam mana nak jawab interview, macam mana nak write resumes. Good questions actually. And then because of resumes for example, see 83.5% kata sebenarnya interview pun very important, tapi kalau ada resume pun yang very detail, and then yang tengok kertas pun can get to know you just as get to know you during interview pun bagus juga. Good for us lah. Dan lagi satu I nak share jugalah yang pasal salary ni, ramai juga orang yang tanya. Baguslah you all selalu tanya direct question pasal gaji. Yalah, kita semua ni kerja nak dapat gaji kan. Kita semua ni kerja bukannya nak dapat gaji terus jolly-jolly kan. Nak jolly pun boleh juga because it's our hard earned money. But we want salary to equate to our worth. Kalau you enter position, you kena tahu your worth. So what you have to do is you kena raise a subject at the end of the interview if you really want to know. Kalau you rasa tak apa, nak masuk dulu kerja into the working world, salary, you trust the company will give at the market price. Because kita pun kalau contohnya macam UMland or big companies or even small companies out there, kita ada sebenarnya salary scale. So don't worry, kita tak adalah nak penalize you because we have law kan. Kalau macam minimum wage pun kita tak boleh go lower than that. So we know that is the tips lah. And then kalau lah during the second interview, the interviewer start ask you about salary, about money, then you can talk about it. And or you can talk about it after the job is offered. Dan ada banyak lagi tips lah, macam I cakap tu, you have to research lah. Nowadays everything is not a secret, so you can Google all the time. Okay, Madam MC, thank you so much. I suka lah nak kongsi banyak-banyak. Alright, so be realistic and be who you are. This is the salary distribution. Ramai orang nak tahu. Okay, can contact me after this. My time is running out. Okay, thank you.